Countless moons ago, an ancient race had found themselves enslaved by their own ambitions. They used crystal orbs mined from the rock of Archive to harvest the arcane power of the moons. The deepest holes were dug, and the highest towers built. For they believed that come full moon trinity, those worthy would ascend into eternal light. But, as always, ambition turned into greed, and greed turned into war. Divided and weakened, the forces they unleashed were uncontrollable, and Archive was torn apart. The ancients perished, perhaps forever. Now, Archive and its mystical relics have been rediscovered. With the full moon trinity nearing once more, the power of eternal light is within your grasp.
Took my car and drove into the mountains. Did you change that awful station, Susan?
And then here's the shutter. Now, you press this button, and it takes the picture.
Last picnic you brought your camera and then forgot all about that. Now you probably forgot to load the camera.
No, not this time. You sure this is the right road?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like we took the wrong road.
Maybe we didn't. We might have to walk to get there. It's very pretty up here.
Yeah, great place for a picnic with nothing to drink. You know, with all these trees around here, seems like there should be a stream somewhere.
There is, near the cabin.
What you said? Hey, what do you do? Hey, tell me I don't see that.
A castle.
I asked you not to tell me that.
Only been here once, and I'm not sure it's the same area. And I sure never saw or heard of a castle.
Far out. Looks like a picture on a travel folder.
Yeah, for Transylvania.
Let's go take a look at it.
Yeah.
How the heck do we get there?
Well, we can hike over that way and take a look.
Might be an entrance on the other side, but it's too far. This side's too steep for the girls to climb. Would like to get to it, though. It might be where Dr. Waterman is.
Well, doesn't cost anything to try.
Susan?
I'm with you.
This is the best way. See the road? Some picnic, huh? It came from in there, in the cave. What should I know? Anyone want to go in there?
I'd like to, if we had some way to see.
Have you got a flashlight in the car?
No, I haven't.
Matches. All right, we'll make some torches.
Torches. All right.
Jim! Jim! Dave? Jim? Jim!
Where are you?
Jim, where are you?
This way, Jim. Down this way.
Vicky, where are you?
Oh, Jim, hurry!
We're coming, Vicky. Stay where you are.
You're getting farther away.
Dead end. Turn back.
This is the right one, Dave. To the left. Here, around this bend.
Don't get too far in front of me, Jim.
Oh, Jim! Jim!
Vicky,
Oh, Jim! Jim!
you all right, babe?
Who the heck are you?
The book. That's what you're after.
We aren't looking for a book.
You're here. You have to take it. Come on. Come on.
Oh, it's this way.
Oh, let's follow him.
This way.
Do you really think we ought to follow him?
Well, it can't hurt us.
Come on. Come on. Here it is. The book. The real book. Now it's your book. Take it.
Don't you want it back?
Jim, there was a skeleton in there. Don't you think?
Skeleton?
What's this about a skeleton?
I saw one in there just before the
What
old
kind of skeleton?
human.
Oh, come on. You didn't see a human skeleton. It was just...
Don't tell me what I didn't see. It was right in front of me.
In that torchlight? It was probably some animal or some
It
rock.
was human.
Well, we could go back and see.
Oh, not this kid.
No matches. Now look, we'll tell somebody back in town about it. And let them take care of it, okay? Feeling better?
Boy, I'd love to get this book open.
Well, let's have a picnic and examine the book.
Okay. Hungry?
Frankly, I'm starved. But let's find a more wholesome atmosphere.
Fine.
I can't believe that crazy old man has really been living in that cave.
Yeah, looked like it was.
How do you suppose he exists in there?
Doubt if we'll ever know.
Well, I took care of the beverage. Fresh mountain stream water. And I just hope you can cook chicken.
I'll have you know my chicken is of world renown. Voila.
Saved by the Colonel. Look at this. Yeah. Must be that pioneer stock in your background. Ooh. Lunchtime.
No, I want to get this open first.
Sure fighting that thing.
The old man neglected to give us the key. Would you like to go back and ask him for it?
Here. Try this.
Well, we brought a Boy Scout with us.
Yes, we did. Wait a minute, you're gonna break the point off that thing. Let me do it, okay? Here, catch. Pretty clever. No springs, just two interlocking links.
Okay, open it, Jim.
Wow. What a stink. Where to keep this thing, in a sewer?
Smells more like rotten eggs. Sulfuric. Hey, what's this?
Well, what is it?
Somebody's notes.
What's it say?
Unknown preservative. Talks about the excellent condition of the book. A couple of chemicals that might be involved. Very knowledgeable. Very scientific.
So
if this is more the old man's put on, at least it's getting more interesting.
Hey, I didn't make all the stuff for the ants.
she didn't make all that for the ants. Okay, be right there. If the smell of this book doesn't make me lose my appetite. Look at this character.
Yeah.
Wow. This is some piece of literature. Only it's going to be a little difficult to follow the story without a translation.
Come on, you guys. Let's have our picnic and go see that castle. A lot more interesting than some smelly old book.
Dear Harp, why don't you dumb me up?
She's right, Jim. We should try to find out where Dr. Waterman is. We can examine the book later.
Okay. All right, who made the potato salad? Joe's Delicatessen?
I made it myself.
Then I'll stick with the chicken.
Say, here's something I can read. Pretty well, anyway. It's in Latin. Nima? Forever glory, the and. Must mean and the. Power, the and. Kingdom, the is. Thou, thine. Yeah? The is thine. Kingdom, the is thine.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't read anymore. I know what that is. That's the Lord's Prayer, backwards.
Well, what does it say?
Oh, listen to this. It's Dr. Waterman, all right. It's his notes about this book. Translation goes along smoothly, then completely bogs down as the book indiscriminately changes languages. I believe tests will prove the book to be 1,000 years old. Not as old as the Dead Sea Scrolls, evidently from the opposite camp. Absorbed in the difficult task of translation, I was at first unaware of the meaning of this rare and unique text. It seems to be a very veritable Bible of evil, witchcraft or demonism, as it was practiced in the remote area of the Persian Gulf, where the book was found. From the time I first laid hands on the book, I heard nothing but rumors and vague warnings of its danger, all from the superstitious people of the area. Quite different than anything else I have seen. It approaches the subject very methodically, as an absolute, as though though its doctrines were widely practiced in its era and place. Also found the philosophy of the book to be fascinating, considering its ancient origin. The forces of good and evil coexist throughout the universe and in the minds of men. The object of each force and its practitioners is to lessen or cancel as much as possible the effectiveness of the opposite force. The adept demonologist held a position of high honor. The practice of evil and destruction is put forward as a joy and reward in itself. Practitioners of evil who compiled this book used symbols to counteract the effectiveness of good. Many combinations of symbols for both forces are listed. However, as the practitioner needed certain symbols of good to protect himself from the demons he brought forth and created. Manipulation of these symbols is treated exactly like the science of chemistry. This element changes that one symbol as a catalyst, another as an agent or counteractant. Strangely enough, in the list of symbols for good are some very familiar ones. The cross and the double triangle Star of David, if made of certain metals, are among them. In actual practice, of course, the science of demonology as outlined in the book is much more complicated than I have indicated here. Which brings me to the point where I now stand. In full scientific skepticism, but with much personal curiosity, I have set up and executed some experiments as diagrammed in the book. In a nearby secluded area, I followed to the best of my knowledge the instructions for some of the simpler manifestations, the last of which produced fantastic results. It worked. I felt as though I had found the fabled touchstone. I could see myself changing the entire structure of modern science. More recently, however, I've come to feel that my experiments were somewhat premature of my knowledge on the subject. There is instability. I am unable to control what I have created. Like a scrawl. Pandora's box? They are attracted to the book like flies. No, I can't read it.
It's pretty heavy stuff.
Well, what do you make of it, Dave?
I don't know. Unless we talk to Dr. Waterman, we may never know.
Well, so what are we going to do now?
I'd still like to try that castle.
You don't think he's still up there, do you?
Jim, I don't know. But if we can't find Dr. Waterman, I'd like to at least find someone who's seen or talked to him lately, okay?
Okay. This is the place, isn't it?
I think so.
Yes, it is. It was right over there when I saw it.
Okay. Try to maintain, will you? Well, what now, Maestro?
Looks like we have to give some credence to Dr. Waterman's notes, doesn't it?
Huh? He means we have to believe in him now.
Let's go up there, Jim, and see if we can find anything.
Okay. It's pretty steep. You girls wait here.
Now, wait a minute. You guys may enjoy this open-air magic show, but I'm getting the creeps.
Take it easy, love. We're okay.
Come on, can't we just go home?
We can. But if we leave here without trying to find out what's going on, I, for one, am going to feel very foolish when we tell our story back in town.
Speak for yourself, Sir Lancelot.
Hey, look, here in the book, in Dr. Waterman's notes, he says there are symbols that protect a person from whatever. Let's see, Susan has a cross. Does anyone else have a cross or a star, David?
No.
Well, let's see what we can find. Here it is.
Here's one we can make.
How?
Some willow twigs.
That's neat. Your major was basket weaving.
Yes.
Put them inside your shirts. They have to be next to your body.
Gee, I feel kind of left out.
Bless you, my child. If the rest of us weren't such heathens, I wouldn't have had to go to all this trouble.
Well, you can thank me for the thread that's holding them together. Now I just hope I don't fall apart.
Oh, I don't know. Seems like a pretty nice place to start a nudist colony.
Keep your eye on that, will you? Oh.
Hey, look, don't horse around up there, okay? Just do your thing long enough to feel real manly, and then let's get out of here. Please.
Boy, you could grow up to be a real fuss budget. Look, promise me you'll be a good girl and don't get Susan all upset too, all right?
Well, what are we going to do now?
Find a comfortable rock, sit back, and wait for them.
Watch those yucca spines. They stick like crazy. Just around that cliff.